This is a tree. Oh, hi! Hey, I didn't see you there. So you might be wondering, why am I in the rainforest right now? The tropical rainforest. So, you might not know this, but there is at least 90% of the world's living organisms in the rainforest itself.
That's
10% to 50. 50% of the world's organisms are here in this rainforest. That makes this a pretty important place. This is where your brothers and sisters live, and you need to know what's going on around the block. The rainforest has a climate that is very hot and wet. It is very humid, moist, and musty due to its place on the equator. Here on the equator, things get hot. They get hot. So that's why there's lots of rain. The plants need that. Annually, there is at least 250 centimeters of rain per year. In the hot air, there is water vapor. And as hot air rises, the cold meets the hot, then we have the water vapor turning into little bitty droplets. And as these little bitty droplets form, we have clouds, and these clouds rain. And as they rain, then starts the process of the water cycle, which we all know a good bit about, right? If you guys could be any animal in the rainforest, what would it be?
A frog? Forest, no. Well, let me tell you something about me, player.
All right.
Now, if I had to be anything in the jungle, it'd have to be a sloth.
Ooh. See, this precious soil lacks lots of nutrients because for millions of years, rain and all its friends has beaten the nutrients out of this ground, and now because of that, it's really lacking that. Wouldn't be good to eat, I don't think, and it lacks a lot of organic matter because of this same thing.
the rainforest. Where is it located geographically, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you. The largest rainforests actually are in the Amazon River Basin in South America.
Some smaller rainforests tend to stick to Central America, Madagascar, and actually, believe it or not, Australia and South Africa.
Madagascar, is that what that animated movie was about?
Yes, it's a real place.
Abiotic factors. Abiotic factors are defined as factors that affect an environment that aren't necessarily living, such as the dirt and soil. Soil is not necessarily living, but it does have microorganisms and things living inside of it. It almost acts as a home or a shelter for things to live in. Take water, for example. Water. It's not living. 2 hydrogen molecules, 1 oxygen molecule. Yet those 3 molecules shelter quadrillions of microorganisms.
Wow. Let's talk about animals. Capybara. The capybara is a herbivore, and it sticks to the rainforest floor, right?
Yeah, their apex predator or top-level consumer happens to be the jaguar. At least that's what we thought until we found
the jaguar,
which we'll talk about later. All right, what's one of the primary producers, Baylor?
One of the primary producers of the rainforest, the tropical rainforest, is the bamboo.
Yeah.
The bamboo grows on the floor, not just any floor. More specifically, the ground floor, right?
Tropical rainforest.
And why don't you tell them about speaking of the ground floor, what are those little crickly crawling things?
Yeah, the little crickly... The crickly
You got it.
termites. So we're talking about termites here.
Termites.
They're decomposers. They eat wood and other, substances. They tend to thrive in them and in the ground. They're not in the sky.
There's a detrivore, there's a detrivore in the rainforest called the velvet worm. The velvet worm sticks to the floor and inside of things.
Forest floor contains 2% of sunlight, as you can see. And it's where most leaves and seeds and fruit, seeds and branches are found. It's where most decomposers are. The understory gets less than 2 to 15% of sunlight, so it's still a pretty dark place. But in the understory, you still have a wide open space and some young trees.
The tops of the trees are what make up the canopy layer, and the canopy layer is 90% of where all life in the rainforest comes from. Usually they're condensed and there's plants growing up there. That's the canopy layer. This is the emergent layer, which thrusts far above the canopy layer, where trees are mushroom-shaped, as you can see, and enjoy the greatest amounts of sunlight, but also endure the highest amount of dense temperatures and high humidity. This is the jagger. The jagger is a flying jaguar, kind of like what are the things called? A honey glider. It's called
Sugar
glider. It's like a sugar glider jaguar. Dangerous. You don't ever want to come in contact with one of these. They're the apex predator of the rainforest. They eat fish, turtles, alligators, caribou, deer. The domain is a eukarya. The kingdom is Animalia. The phylum is Choroidata. The class is Animalia. The family is Felia. And the genus is Pantherine. The species, a winter. Right there!
What? Whoa! What? Oh my gosh! What is that?
It's a freaking jagger!
Dude, I bet someone got injured by a jagger.
We need to...
Dude, there's a... You could live on any floor of the rainforest. What would it be? The first floor. The first floor.
No, not everybody can see you,
Yeah.
but you can see them.
What does the rainforest mean on a spiritual level to you? Alright, so what are your opinions on deforestation in the rainforest?
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't go there. What are your thoughts about Mr. Waxell?
I think that his classroom is wasted on science. Come on, everybody knows you don't write in science. Why does he need a computer lab? Why does he get 3 classrooms, indoor and 2 and an outdoor? It's ridiculous.
Our lives are in danger! And I don't even... What? Is this for a project?
Hey, man. Respect the environment.
I don't... This is the biggest... Deforestation is a big issue. And it's because of me! It's because of me!